Hello everyone and welcome to another review video. So this one I'll be talking about the book Fire Wave. So I'm talking about the book Fire Wave, and this is by Ana Stanojevic. Stanojevic, probably is how you say it. Not quite sure. So Anna. Anyway, Anna actually reached out to me, sent me an email, and asked if I wanted to review the book, and thought, yeah, sounds interesting. There's only 2 ratings and 2 reviews, and I think one of these ratings or reviews is probably from the author. Yeah, it's from the author. So it's the first in a series, and it will be a trilogy. Now Fire Wave is the name of the first book and is also the name of the series. And this is a YA fantasy series. I gave this one 3 stars, at points closer to 3.5 in the book, and I'll get a little bit more into that. But it's a short book. It's less than 180 pages, so it's on the shorter end. This one we're following, I can't remember the main character's name. Ayana. Ayana is the main character's name, and we're following Ayana. She works in basically a science lab, and different science labs kind of start to come under attack by some entity, and Ayana starts poking her nose in places that she probably shouldn't be poking her nose. And so you're following her as she kind of becomes this masked superhero, and she kind of gets this, kind of like Spider-Man, where she gets these things and shoots them out and can swing from building to building, except it's not a web. It's like I don't know. I don't know. It seems like it would be something that's heavy, but evidently it wasn't. But again, that's fiction. But I did enjoy this one. There were times where I thought the writing was on the younger side of young adult, even though the main character is, you would think with the age of the main character it'd be like a new adult, but no, it's very much a young adult. At first I was thinking it's not for me, but as the story progressed, I felt like the writing got better, and the story got better as well. And it's obviously a fight between good and evil, and you generally know by the end what's going to happen and who's going to prevail on that. And with a series, you can kind of guess at the cliffhanger. I liked it enough to continue on. I do feel like the writing was a little young and simplistic at times, and sometimes I felt like descriptions of items and the way something looked and smelled or something like that was a little overly explained. But overall, I actually really enjoyed it. So again, Ayana is poking her nose into places. She gets in trouble with the police because she's being a nosy body. And this lab core or science facility that she works for, there's this explosion inside by this entity, and she's not happy about the prospect of people being displaced from their job, including herself, and so hence why she starts to become this masked superhero, so to speak. So you're following her perspective as she makes that decision, makes her costume, and goes out. And what she does, there's a lot of her knocking people unconscious. Not killing anybody, just knocking them unconscious, slapping their heads against something or someone else's head and stuff. So you do get that a lot. I am intrigued to know what the second book in the series will be like. I don't know when it's going to be out. I just know that this will be part of a trilogy. So that's Fire Wave. I can't really tell you more about it than that without spoiling anything. If you do like the superheroes, good versus evil type thing, then you may enjoy this one, especially if you like the young adult superhero stuff. If you do not like the superhero aspect of things, or like reading about Superman or Batman or anything like that, then you'll want to avoid this one, because it's very much superhero-esque. So something to keep in mind with that. But I enjoyed it. You'd also have an element of kind of like aliens from outer space as well. a bit throughout it, kind of sprinkled in. So there's a little bit of a sci-fi element, but it is a fantasy. So, but again, I loved it. I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads. At times it was more of a 3.5 for me. But do keep in mind it is a short story, so you're not going to get much character development and not much plot development along those lines as well, because it is so short. But it was still enjoyable, and I enjoyed that. So that was Firewave. I have to look at the author's name because I just can't say what it is. Ana Stanojevic. By Ana. Firewave by Ana. I'm going to say, because I don't know how, unfortunately, to pronounce the last name. But I did read that and actually enjoyed that. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. And I'll have the author's name listed below. So if you know how to pronounce it, excellent. But definitely I'll have the author's name and the spelling down there so that you can check out the book if you so desire. You'll also see all my social media information if you would like to be friends on any of those platforms. So until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.